And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. It is cut left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
First down.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is the textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Over the tackle. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. There's a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, around with Barkley. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Working quickly here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Trying to get the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
First down from the red zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on a run back at the 27. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10.
And the Ravens first down.
Running once more with Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Just loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Ravens trailing in the early going. They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Jackson yet again. Complete Derrick Henry. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
This is Henry on 2nd. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throwing for Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts throwing again. He's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Lobs by the first down he met. No gain on that first down run. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The Ravens' 24-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for another Eagles.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it, it's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Hurts. And the defender comes away with it. Rope ball, Smith with the pin. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
And he stopped at a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, can you kind of just sense their desperation? It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He'll set up the screen for Henry. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline. 1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing from the gun. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Jukes out a 1-stop. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Another run for Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. Play action. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Play fake, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, and they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
On the play fake, gets Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. And that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane, and you couldn't do it on that one.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup up 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. It's Hurts once again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Plus Andrews out right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. They'll run here with Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line.
Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. And the man is there to knock that away.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Let's get it out wide, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Hurts now on 4th. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
At the 29-yard line.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown! That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
We see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Here he goes, one final shot. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often. But tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles are able to recover, and that should just about do it for us here. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So beneath a chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.